Hello, and Happy New Year, everyone. I'm waving a chest at you today because it's all about tidying up and clearing out. Christmas is over. Happy New Year to you wherever you are, but it's now time to take down the decorations. To start with though, what am I going to do with all these presents? Thank you, MyEP, for all these presents, but now it's time for them to go, and I will decide what to do with each of them. We're going to keep all the doggies, of course we are. Aren't you good boys? Yes, you are. They are going to be taken to different parts of the base, but the monsters, I think we are going to just kill the monsters. We've named them so they will never despawn, so it's time out to 11 spiders in this present, and they all sat in the corners so you couldn't see them properly, but not to worry. So we're now going to collect all of the glass and wool, or in this case coal, from each of these presents, and that needs to go back into our sorting system. Thank you to this choir of zombies. They did a great job singing in the background. But now it's time for them to go. Some of them even bought presents. How nice. And I'm going to use the daylight to help me with these mobs here, because they were the most annoying thing to capture. Listen, oh god. Not just because they were noisy, but because they are so hard to catch. And the dogs were quite easy to get. You can tame wolves out in the forest. So we tamed 2 wolves, and then they will teleport to you. So you don't need to bring them on a lead. We just fly back into the present and then breed enough puppies. And it's also going to make it easier to give them new homes, because I can just fly over to the other side of the base and very quickly... Hello there, good boy. Here, come over here. Come over here. Okay, do you want some steak? You want some steak? Steak. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Okay, well, if that is a problem, then I'm just going to take my 7 remaining doggies and I'm going to put them all in one place. So sit there. Okay, you sit there. Alright, so we have our little canine station here. Maybe we should make a kennel for each of them next time. Oh, can you get in there? Oh, so close. Everyone else made it. Sorry, one of our salmon passed away in the attempt to return them to the wild. And next we're going to need some leads, because we have to collect the passive animals, and for these 2 pigs we're going to... Oh, where are you going? You're coming with me. We're going to do the same thing with these mushrooms. We did bring these from the Mushroom Island, which we saw on our traveling episode, and these mushrooms came through the nether. I think I brought 5 of them, but only 3 of them were needed for this present, and there are a couple of wild mushrooms up around the hillsides at the moment. And for the bees, we just need to take them back over to the hive. So we'll let them out. Out you come. And we'll pop some leads on them. But, oh, it is very strange to see these bees on leaves. This is not something I'm used to seeing. And that is all of the presents, but not quite all of the gifts. So here we have our 9 loaded llamas. They all stick together and they are not easy to move around at all. So I'm just going to leave them in that little stable there, and maybe one day in the future I will come and do something about them. The first thing we need to do is decide what we are going to do with our charged creeper, and we could try and keep him somewhere, but they aren't as special as they used to be because we made this guy in a thunderstorm using our channeling trident, and it wasn't that hard to do. He says. So what does a charged creeper really want to do in life? I think a charged creeper really wants to explode. One thing I am going to leave is this group of note blocks. This is where I start each of the different parts of the song. And if we go down underneath the hill here, we will see where all of this music is coming from. This is the playroom. I've colored it by different part of the song, and each of the different note blocks will play a different music. And we can time the different note blocks with the repeaters that we have on the track here. And so that's how we managed to create the 12 days of Christmas in MineCraft note blocks. So I have picked up quite a few different boxes of junk, and a lot of that is colored, which means I need somewhere to store all of my colored blocks. And I've been working on that. I've made some changes to the sorting system. If we go down this is the down elevator. On level 1 we have all of our enchanting books just in random chests, and down another level we have the room for our valuables, which we still have on this level, but we are going to move them somewhere else. Next we come down to the shopping mall layer 1, and a lot of the shops have not been finished yet, but we have started to put a little bit of decoration on some of the shops. This of course is the iron shop, and it is covered in iron bars. If we go down one more layer, we come into this room, which is the first of our color sorting rooms. We have a line of 16 sorting modules on each wall. If we go down another layer, we have another color sorting room here with 16 more. But you can see by the wool blocks and the glass blocks here, I haven't finished all of the sorting modules yet, and I need to get on that so that all of our leftover Christmas junk can be sorted back into the sorting system. But before I start, I'm going to give you something to work on. That's right, it's time for a bit more MineCraft maths. Each of my sorting units uses hoppers and chests, and there is a top level sorting unit and a bottom level in each color. So on the top level, each module uses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hoppers and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chests. And down on the bottom level, each module uses 1, 2, 3 hoppers and 1, 2, 3, 4 chests. So my question for you to work out is, if we only count the modules, we don't count the hopper line around it, how many chests did I need to make to complete this sorting room? Both levels, top and bottom. And then, if you really feel like doing some extra maths, then how many iron ingots will I need for all of the sorting modules in this room? Let me know, and I'm going to get on with that job now. Okay, I'll give you the answer to the question at the end of this episode, but a couple of hours later and I have all of the glass, all of the concrete and all of the wool sorters in, and that is also on the bottom level too. The powder, carpet and panes are all in place. So the first part of our Christmas cleanup is finished. But we are not done yet. Up here I have some shulker boxes full of random items which are not yet sorted by the system. And if we go down to the second level of the mall, many of the items on this side are not connected up to the shops yet. Okay, so that is one side of the outer ring covered over completely. All of the wooden items down this side are now connected into the shops. And down this next side, I think I'm going to start putting all of the natural items. So that could be leaves, that could be saplings, that could be plants, vines, etc. So I will be putting sorting modules there. And let's see, maybe another 6 sorting modules there. Oh dear. I didn't know you could make stripped wood blocks. That means that there are 5 different types of wood blocks and not just 4. That could be a bit of a problem. I have already set up all of my wood hopper lines. I might have to rip all of these out and put them in again. Okay, and I've grabbed a few item frames and I'm labeling up some of these stacks so that I know what is being sorted into the stacks of chests, although not all of them are being used at the moment. Well, the Christmas cleanup is far from finished. We have finished all of our coloured blocks except the terracotta, which I hope we will find soon. And if we head back up to the mall level, we have covered up a bit more of our sorting system. We've made it look a little bit neater, but my goodness, there is so much to do and it's going to take so much wood and iron to get everything into its shops. But like I say, this is what I signed up for. It would have been much easier to have all of the things coming into one place with just one simple spiral, but because I wanted to have shops, that made it much more complicated. So, c'est la vie, as they say. But we have got our Christmas tree cleared away. That was the main goal for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching this episode. Thank you for watching, and why not leave a like and a comment if you want. Let me know what I should be doing to make the sorting system more effective. I hope next time I will be able to show you a much prettier mall level, but for now, I'll say goodbye and see you next time on MYEPCraft. Bye for now. Let's just finish off with the answer to the maths problem I gave you. The top level of my color room uses 5 hoppers and 7 chests per item. That's 12 altogether. And the bottom level uses 3 hoppers and 4 chests per item. That's 7. So if we take each color on the top and bottom level, that is 19 chests per color. And there are 16 colors on each side. The room is square, there are 4 sides, so that means there are 16 times 4 different types of colored items on the top and bottom. That is 19 times 64 chests all together. And we can think of that as being 20 times 64, which is easier to do, and then we just minus 64 at the end. So if we think about 20 times 64 minus 64, well, we can take 20 as 10 times 2. And we can take that 10 and multiply it by 64, so it's really 2 times 640 minus 64. 2 times 640 is easy. It's 1280. And so if we take away the last 64, that means we needed 1,216 chests. Did you get it right? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to try the iron ingots question, I will post a comment with the answer there. But the only hint I will give you is it is more than the number of chests that I need. Work it out, tell me your answer, and then see if you got it right.